Oh, the raindrops are coming down in downtown Indianapolis. You're looking at Union Station in the background and the nice little skyline that is peeking out for us. It is too early, obviously, to see the sun, but I don't know that we'd see the sun that much anyway with the rain that we are starting off with today. Welcome into 13 Sunrise at 6. A lot to catch you up on, but that's likely what you hear trickling down outside of your window right now, that rain.
And you probably hear the rain or the wind as well.
Yeah.
We've noticed even in Marina's live shot outside this morning how windy it is. So it's it's kind of a double whammy of yucky weather.
It's like a mixed bag of everything.
Yeah.
We're going to go from rain, temperatures in the 40s, cold front comes through, winds stay gusty and over 30 mile per hour throughout the day. And then later tonight, temperatures drop back near freezing and any remnant moisture will then transition from rain into some light scattered snow showers. Now we're not expecting accumulating snow or much more than perhaps even a dusting across the area today. But this is going to set us up for a pretty active wintry pattern with a couple of rounds of snow possible Thursday night into Friday, another round on Saturday, and that's going to be followed up by the coldest air so far this season. And that will take us into Sunday and Monday. So some big time cold wintry changes on the horizon. I think we'll take the rain that we've got out there so far today. It's been pretty widespread rain. This was anticipated as we've rolled through the overnight. Even some pockets of some heavier rainfall now along that I-70 corridor down across southern portions of the state. Cold front's going to continue to come through. We are looking to our northwest for that much colder air that is gradually going to work its way in today. So we are still on the warm side of this weather system as we sit at 40 here in the Indy Metro, but we're watching those temperatures to our northwest starting to drop. Even Monticello still in the upper 30s. All of these temperatures right now conducive of this continuing to be a rain event. Wind gusts have been up 33 miles per hour in Indy, 33 in Richmond. We will likely see wind gusts again in excess of 30 to possibly even 40 miles per hour throughout the course of the day today as that much colder air continues to build in. We'll likely see freezing temperatures after that 3 o'clock hour here around the Indy Metro and that light snow later tonight. Coming up, we'll talk more about that wintry weather in your 7-day forecast. But we do want to get you updated from the traffic center. What's going on out there on the roads? It's been pretty wet, and we are looking at waterlogged roadways all throughout the area. As rain continues to fall, we will potentially be noticing some ponding, especially on some local city streets, some standing water, also a possibility here. We also have this crash on the northeast side. This has been going on for several hours, so we want to just keep you updated there. As we're getting closer to that morning rush hour, we are starting to see some bigger backups building here on the northeast side. So this is actually that ramp of the construction zone 465 to I-69, and check it out. We are now in the red basically all the way down that ramp system. We'll likely see that delay growing up 465 northbound, so we'll keep you posted on that. Again, right now that left lane on that ramp is blocked.
Thank you, Lindsay. Well, this morning we're following up after more than 3 dozen immigrants were turned away in Indianapolis just before a U.S. citizen or ceremony was about to take place.
Yeah, it was during that naturalization ceremony yesterday at Union Station, and that's where Marina Silva is this morning. I know so many are upset about the timing of this, literally the last minute, Marina.
Absolutely. And the big question on everybody's mind is why were they turned away? And that's something that we've been asking, and that's an answer that we have yet to be given. They were all at Union Station getting ready for that naturalization ceremony. Now, that video that you're seeing on your screen right now, this is from past ceremonies. We do know 38 of the 100 people in attendance were ready to take the oath to become U.S. citizens when all of a sudden they were turned away before the ceremony started. And this didn't just happen here in Indianapolis. It's something we're seeing across the country. The Trump administration is turning away citizenships from people to more than a dozen countries, including Afghanistan, Cuba, Venezuela, Haiti, and Somalia. Many of those countries are on the current travel ban list. Katie Sweeney Bell is the Marion County clerk. She says her office is typically at these events in order to register our new citizens to vote.
They've taken the tests, they've learned our history, they have a rudimentary understanding of the language, and they were turned away at the door.
Bell says she wants to continue to be a part of the fight so that these immigrants can get help to become U.S. citizens. Now, there is no word yet on what comes next, if they are going to get their citizenship later, if there's going to be a rescheduled date. We're all asking those questions right now. We did reach out to the U.S. Customs and Enforcement to get some answers, and we'll let you know when we hear back. But as of right now, we have not heard back. Reporting live in downtown Indianapolis, Marina Silva, 13 News.
All right, thank you, Marina. We're getting a new look this morning at some proposed legislation at the State House that is tackling immigration enforcement. One state senator, Liz Brown, a Republican from Allen County, says that every single issue that's been of concern with her constituents is covered in this proposed legislation.
The biggest thing is making sure that we didn't grow government and that the power isn't centered in one agency or individual, that those agencies and individuals, or sheriffs, for example, not only have the ability to carry out these laws, but the training that they need.
Senator Brown says the scope of this bill clarifies the sanctuary city campus ban, as well as a $10,000 fine if it's not enforced. There will also be certain procedures that local law enforcement will need to follow. We do have more details on this bill and some others that are being debated right now on WTHR.com.
This morning, the bill on redrawing our state's congressional maps heads before the full Senate. Senators will then get the chance to offer changes to this bill and then vote on them.
So yesterday is when state senators adopted their report from the committee's debate. The measure already cleared the House last week, but this is now that attempt to redraw our state's congressional district lines, making our way through Indiana.
The new lines would help Republicans keep a majority in the U.S. House in the 2026 midterms. So now we're looking at a potential vote on these new lines on Thursday, tomorrow. And this morning, a big change is coming in leadership for the Indianapolis City County Council. Council President Bob Ossoli announcing he will not run again for the council's top post. The Democrat says he will remain on the council as he considers his next steps. Now, many have speculated that next steps could be a run for Indianapolis mayor in 2027. Now, at this point, current Mayor Joe Hogsett has not confirmed his plans. A statement from Ossoli says, stepping back from the presidency allows me to focus my energy where it's most needed and continue serving our city with the same commitment that has guided my work from the beginning. Well, a suspect in a shooting involving the Morgan County Sheriff's Office is now said to be stable.
This happened Monday afternoon near Martinsville. That's where officers say they were called to a suspected break-in at a rural home. Sheriff Richard Meyer tells 13 News 2 deputies fired gunshots and beanbag shots, though it's not clear how many times that suspect was actually hit.
Those deputies are on administrative leave, which is protocol in these kinds of cases, and the Morgan County Major Crimes Task Force is investigating. The prosecutor's office will, of course, make a final determination on any criminal charges. Now, Bullitt, the canine officer who was also on that scene, was injured in the course of the investigation.
Yeah, here he is sitting with his handler, David Tolan, after receiving some treatment. We've learned he is responding well, and he's been taken care of at a vet in Carmel.
Well, this morning, many people in Hendricks County are raising concerns about conditions inside that county's animal shelter.
A lot of you have been taking to social media for weeks now, and now the next step is taking some of these concerns to the county commissioners. Well, Anna Chalker is in studio with a look into this shelter and the problems that some say they are getting worse. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning, ladies. You can see some of those conditions behind me, deteriorating kennels. That's the main concern right now. And the residents say they are so bad, people wouldn't want to live like that. So why should the animals there? Another concern they have is overcrowding. The organization, Hendrick County Friends of the Shelter, says that the shelter is operating at 240% over capacity. Some of the other issues have popped up within the last few weeks, and actually a day after Thanksgiving, the heat went out inside of the shelter. County leaders say it took 3 days to fix that because of miscommunication. Volunteer Jennifer Hopkins says the shelter needs to become a priority within the county so the well-being of the animals is not jeopardized.
I look around, I look at the kennel staff, I look at the volunteers and everything like that. It's breaking their heart. It really is. I mean, we deserve better. They deserve better. The community deserves better.
Others who spoke at the commissioners' meeting say if things are not fixed, This could be a trickling effect and cause the county to have more strays, since the shelter would be unable to take in and care for more animals. And there was some good news out of this meeting. Changes are going to be coming at the start of next year, so just a few more weeks for all of that to go through. So we'll share that coming up, and how all county departments are really going to step in and help this shelter, help the animals and the volunteers.
And I guess we'll see at the beginning of the year if the stepping up actually meets the standard
Yes.
that a lot of people are complaining about. Thank you, Anna.